Hello, my name is Cameron Knight, and this is my wife Vanessa.
Hello.
And this reading is for Frederick William Boston. That is a cool name, by the way.
That is a very cool name.
And because you have such a cool manly name, I pulled out my favorite tarot deck for this reading. I figured a person such as you deserved it. This reading is on behalf of your friend, and we're very excited to do this reading for you. And we're just going to leave it very open and flowing, and we'll just see where we go and what we get and go from there.
All right, first card is the Four of Pentacles.
The Four of Pentacles. This is a fun card. He looks a little grumpy, but I can explain. The Four of Pentacles is an individual that has achieved greatness in a sense through a lot of hard work and effort. They've been able to bring together the elements of the inner life, the spiritual life, and also apply it to the world around them. And from that, they have yielded the pentacle, the symbol of that convergence. But now that they have attained this, they don't know how to switch up their mode of being that allowed them to claim this treasure. They don't know now what to do with it because they've been spending their whole life trying to get it. So what this card symbolizes is an individual that has undertaken a certain mode of being that has been really useful and protective to them throughout their life. It could be a philosophy, it could be a job, it could be just a certain perspective. And now that way, it is no longer serving them. And this can be very difficult to do because to even find something that sparks our interest and gives us life and to grow proficient in it takes a lot of time, and it requires both it and the individual to ingratiate themselves to one another. So to lose that and to go off into a new direction now with newfound fruits and benefits, it can be like a death. And so to you, I would say that this is a call from the tarot and from this reading to begin to contemplate what things in your life that once served you and were life-giving to you now no longer act in that position and can even now have a caustic element to it. Do you have any additional thoughts?
Yeah, I'm also getting that this may be a time for you to maybe shift your thinking about wealth and materialism. And the type of shift that may need to happen is your focus more on philanthropy and maybe charity. And that could take many different forms. It doesn't have to be the formal giving up of so many, a nominal amount of money to a charitable organization, but it could be maybe giving more of your time to friends and family, people that you care deeply about, and in that you will see a return of those material requirements that are necessary for you to sustain in life.
Beautifully said.
All right, next card.
Oh, that's the nostalgia card.
Oh, the Six of Cups.
Yeah, Six of Cups. I love this card. It's a cute card, especially in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. And this is a card of beautiful memories, childhood memories, nostalgia, and the good old days. And a lot of times, in relation to this card that we just drew, that's funny, it can be hard. One of my favorite quotes about nostalgia is it's a great lie. Because in many ways, nostalgia isn't real, but it does point to selective truths within our past that ingratiate us to fond memories and certain ways of being. But to also remember that that nostalgic feeling, it is in many ways an illusion. And it's a residue of an old energetic form that is no longer living. It's really like an echo. There's no way to really capture an echo. An echo does not embody any life in and of itself, but it's rather a vestige of that which came before. So even though it's great and wonderful to think upon those memories, those old ways, just like we talked in the first card, It's also important to know that those have now come to an end. And it is time now to take on new ideas, new forms, and new experiences.
And lastly, the Queen of Vessels.
Oh, this is an alchemical card. This is a beautiful card not commonly found in the standard tarot deck. And it's a suit of cards that I really appreciate. The Queen of Vessels represents the quintessence of our essence. So it is the deep spiritual element of ourself that relies within the form of our body, our personality, and everything around it. And it is a call to hearken to the inner self on what to do next when formulating that new mode of being. To me, this whole reading represents a great transition. It doesn't necessarily have to emerge in terms of a lifestyle or anything dynamic relationships, but rather an inner mode of being and directional compass that is going to guide you going forward into the years to come. I don't think these transitions in life happen very often, these great mental shifts, but I see this as a call to action. And one of the things about completely shifting our mode of being into a new form that gives us a sustainability of life is we have to put everything mentally on pause, emotionally on pause, and we have to go to that deep center of ourselves. Even some would say past the unconscious and the subconscious, to that deep inner voice that will spark you to your new expression. Do you have anything to add? Just intuitively, even outside the cards?
You said that so beautifully. I'm also gathering that this is a time of reflection and maybe just an unraveling of your current mindset. And when it comes to transitioning into something new, like my husband said, it's almost like a death. You know, it opens us up to further uncertainty, which, depending on where you're at in age, may be something that is not easy to do or is unwarranted.
Yeah.
Or you feel is unwarranted because of what you've been able to cultivate for yourself thus far. But this is kind of a call to do just that, because you may find as a paradox that whatever it is that you truly desire as an outcome will be given to you or drawn to you, and you will become very magnetic for just that kind of peeling away of what it is that you currently know that may be applicable later on as well, that has helped you thus far, but it may require you to open up to additional influences, like friends and family. Again, like given the nostalgic card, maybe there's things that they are trying to tell you or help you to focus on at this point in time that may actually guide you towards a greater outcome for your life and all that comes with it.
Wonderful. Just to wrap up this reading and give you kind of a focal point to fixate on in terms of a singular word, we like to do a short oracle reading for you. So we're just going to pull one card that will serve as kind of the theme of this reading. Right there. My wife will draw it. Anima. Anima is found in Jungian philosophy, and it represents the opposing force of our nature that captures our attention. And so the call for this card is that in order to be complete as an individual, we have to go to where we are not, or what we are not, in order to complete our other parts. And so as you are looking about for a new expression of form and mode of being, don't be hesitant to look at things that you found kind of in juxtaposition to in your past life. Things that you didn't feel qualified for or didn't have an aptitude for. might be the very things that provide you that expressive balance. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Intuitively, I'm gathering too that be mindful that not everything is task oriented. I'm getting that you're a very task oriented person, and maybe you've been able to check a lot of boxes in your life. But now is kind of a call to arms to be more intuitive, and so to be open and receptive to what's in store for you to come.
Wonderfully said. Thank you so much for reaching out to us and for accepting this reading, and we wish you every good thing in your journey. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.